Hi guys, so I have this friend of mine. We were staying together in the same hostel for a while, and after 2 weeks, okay, fine. When we started staying together, I felt I was gonna be cool with everything, whatever it is that happened between us. I felt I had that capacity, that patience, and that endurance, just taking so many things. And after 2 weeks, I felt like, oh gosh, I just can't take this anymore. This one, I can't take this anymore. And that was where I began to understand setting boundaries, setting healthy boundaries in friendship really matters. You are welcome to Friendship and Mental Health section. This month we'll be talking about friendship matters. And this series will be talking around building boundaries with your friend. Have you ever asked yourself why you had to put a password or probably a pin pattern on your phone? I don't used to have a pin pattern on my phone, but of recent, some of my friends brought my understanding to why I need to put a pin pattern on my phone. They were like, it's not really because I'm secretive or something, but because I have to start being more protective of my phone. But beyond that, I was seeing it like, okay, I think that can actually help me set boundaries to how people have access to my phone. Do I have something bad on my phone? No, I don't. But I just felt like, yeah, I need to build a boundary. I don't know yours. If you have any other particular reasons you put password or pin pattern on your phone, kindly drop it on the comment section. Let's hear your view. There's this way you tend to build relationships around you, but at some point in time in your life or at some stages of your friendship, you tend to feel that people are going so far or going too far, and you don't want them to go too far beyond where they are. And that is where the issue of boundaries comes in. Boundary is not like maybe you have to separate your life, separate talking. Hey, stay there, respect your lane, let me respect my lane. Boundary is not just that. Sometimes what we don't know is setting healthy boundaries is we learning to politely reject the things that we are not cool about. Whether you like it or not, even the tongue and the teeth, they used to fight. Yes, there are some things that the tongue and the teeth cannot be cool with, that they fight about. Yells, check it very well. So one day like this, just bite your teeth and you don't know. Let me go what I say. As much as they fight, they still learn to live in harmony with one another. So as much as you have friends in your space and you cherish who they are in your life, there is a need for you to let out some things and let your boundaries known to them. Let them know that there are some things you are just not cool with. And that will take me to 5 psychological ways to build boundaries with your friend. Number one is learn to define friendships in your life. I keep saying that in this friendship video because many people are suffering from not being able to define friendship. What kind of friends are in your life? Why is that person in your life? What is that person doing in your life? What is the value of that person in your life? These are practical questions you should ask yourself. I mean, if Kule is in my life, I should know why Kule is in my life, and I should know what Kule is doing in my life, and I should know what I'm also doing in Kule's life. If we are not doing anything in each other's life, then what are we? Maybe we are classmates, or we are neighbors, or probably casual friends, or distant friends. Learn to define people in your life. Somebody once said, and I said it in my first video, that let us normalize calling people classmates, friends, like neighbors, family mates, relatives, so as to lessen our level of expectations towards them. Sometimes we don't know that expectation can actually increase our level of not setting boundaries with friendship. Number two, do you even have a life of standard and value? I mean, many people don't even have a life of standard whereby this is what it takes for you to be in my personal space. It takes a lot for Jesus to have 12 disciples, and it also takes out of that same 12 disciples for Jesus to have 4 of them that actually followed him to the place where he prayed. That shows that it takes a lot to be in the inner chamber of Jesus. If it takes a lot to be in the inner chamber of Jesus, who have come to die for everybody, I mean everybody, how much more you as an individual? You should understand that there are certain standards and value that some people must have to be in your personal space. And not until you start putting yourself in that figure, you continue to welcome different kind of people into your space, and you continue to take things that you shouldn't take, whether you like it or not. Those things you take indirectly or directly have effect on your mental health. Like, they just make you begin to see things the way you shouldn't see it, and they just make you to begin to misbehave to people. And when you constantly misbehave to people, that's actually a sign of toxic behavior. Number Number three is you have to learn to be polite and calm with your communications about boundaries. Many people just use attitude to communicate about boundaries, maybe like keeping malice, or maybe like blocking the person, maybe like deleting the person from your phone, your WhatsApp contact. Yes, just do this. And sometimes a polite conversation can just solve things. Yes, a polite conversation, that's if the person understand the polite conversations anyway. But truth be told, having a conversation with someone can just make them understand that okay, they've overstepped their boundaries and they need to adjust. And if they are unable to adjust, maybe they just don't fit into that deeper chamber space of your life, and there's just a need for you to readjust and reshuffle the people and the spaces of people that occupy your inner and tight circle. What I'm just trying to say is that learn to have a conversation, be polite about the boundaries, the things that you are not cool with, instead of giving an attitude. You can't just be giving an attitude to people and you don't know what they do to you. That will take me to number four. Number four is you have to learn patience and calmness in dealing with people. I've seen situations where I don't like what people did to me and I don't feel so cool with it, and I've had to add conversations with them where I let them know that hey, I'm not cool with what you did to me now. And at the end of the day, because they did not respond and I was expecting fast response, I just did some things I should do. Should I say it? I should not say it. Let me say it. I deleted some numbers and I saved them back. Let me just say it here. I had to save them back when I understood more better that you don't just tell people that this is how you want them to be in your life and expect change all of a sudden. You have to learn to be patient with people. I have to learn to be calm to people and see how they respond to conversations with you before you can actually delete them off your life, delete them off your space, or probably just shift to another level. Those things are actually very important in developing boundaries. Jesus had 12 disciples, yet there were some things that Jesus would literally not do with his disciples. There were days the scriptures quote that Jesus would leave his disciples and go alone to go and pray. Why is he going alone? Can't he have a prayer partner? He can't. But there are times that you need boundaries. Yes, you need boundaries. There are things that Jesus will discuss with the larger disciples, and there are things that Jesus will discuss with John, Peter. And sometimes I just ask myself that why would Jesus reveal that revelation to Peter and tell Peter, you are rock, upon you I will build my church? That was a deep one. For Jesus to have revealed that, it shows the level of how Jesus actually placed Peter in his life, in his chambers, in his inner circle. And that makes me understand that if out of 70 Jesus reduced his disciples to 12, and out of 12 he reduced them to 4, that shows the importance of you setting boundaries with people and understanding the space in which they belong and the kind of conversation you should be having with them. Many times we might be saying we are having boundaries with people, and we are not discussing the right conversations with them. I mean, somebody who is just your casual friend, why would the person know about your personal life or the things that you are aiming at? Or somebody who you know that, okay, fine, you guys are just once in a while, you are just so curious about how the person's life is going, what the person is doing, and you want to start doing comparison of the person's life with your life. That isn't healthy friendship. It's more or less like a toxic friendship, and I think there's a need for you to share about toxic friendship. I think you should watch out for that. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is that we all need to start setting healthy boundaries in our friendship for us to live healthily and for us to protect the space of our mental health. Is actually very, very important that you build a kind of life that is secured for yourself, secured for your family, and secured for people around you by setting healthy boundaries with your friend. I see you guys when I see you. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to invite your friend. And also don't forget to give us reasons you set patterns, pins, password on your phone. Is it for boundary's sake or the fact that your phone is secure? I see you when I see you. Bye bye.